Good morning. This is the 60 Seconds to Serenity with Gregg Hammond, Monday, January 16, 2018. 60 Seconds to Serenity, building the tools for maintaining a calm and serene mind. If you've been with us along for the journey here, we've been going since October. There are lots of other videos if you are just joining now. I see people hopping on from the UK. I know it's the middle of the day over there. Here on the east coast of the US, it's morning, just a little bit after sunrise here. 60 Seconds to Serenity tools are very powerful tools to help you harness and maintain your calm and serene mind, because it's a superpower, and we're bringing our vibration up high and maintaining it there. We're doing that with the very easy breathing tool, breathing in and out with focused breath, very slow, calm breath, like the waves on a beach coming in and going back out on a nice calm beach. And then as the exhale happens, you focus on maintaining that and keeping that smile. Empowering yourself with the statements that you've written down. We've covered a few over the past several weeks. We've covered a few things that you could use as empowering statements. And we've also talked about writing out a list of 100 things you would like to accomplish in life. Because when you do that, when you start to use these 60 Seconds to Serenity tools and you harness the calm, serene mind and have the control and the power to respond to things instead of reacting, your life totally shifts. Pow, it goes full color. It's amazing when you can do that. So if you haven't seen other 60 Seconds to Serenity, go back and check those out. We're preparing and getting the files together for the whole YouTube series so you can go through and watch them. But the idea is the same thing. We're empowering ourselves. The reason we're doing that is because it always starts with you. And then your concentric rings going out from you improving your life is that the life for other people all around you gets better. And we become the change that we want to see in the world by changing ourselves and raising our vibration and keeping it high and maintaining it. Some of the things that we've done, right? We've worked on our gratitude list, the exercise of daily gratitude at the beginning of your day, either before your 60 seconds, during your 60 seconds, or after the 60 Seconds to Serenity. But at the beginning of the day, talk about, you're writing out 10 things that you're grateful for, and they can be people, places, experiences. With that list, each day, you go through and you think about those very exciting things. I have talked about using a particular time. You can think about something that was exciting in your life. I think about a time when I was playing a really big show at an arena that I dreamed of playing just years before that. It was a thought in my mind, how exciting that would be. And then the time when I actually was on that stage and performing, that experience, that exhilarated feeling of being there and realizing that I had accomplished that particular goal, and the visualization in my mind, I use my higher faculties to see myself there. When I was finally there, I focus on that as I'm doing my breathing, my 60 Seconds to Serenity, and going through my gratitude list. It's something on my gratitude list often, is back to the memory of that. So you can use something like that. And then you want to have that same excitement as you start to think about the things that are on your list of 100 things, the things that you're thinking about you would like to accomplish in your life. Nothing is too big to put on that list. And you may only have half of the list done at this point. You may have a whole list done, regardless of whether it's 5 things that you have on the list or whether you have, the whole entire list of 100 things done. You can pick things in there. Think about what it would be like to achieve that and how you would feel with that feeling inside, and tie that excitement, that high vibration of excitement, tie that in with the breathing that we're doing, which is just a slow breathing. It's just gentle. The idea is that as we pair this together, it will become a habit. And with the 60 Seconds to Serenity, we're working on preparing the soil, right, in the garden, so that these seeds that we're planting come up, and we have an amazing life that blooms from the care that we put into it, right, by doing these exercises. So the gratitude list, I'm doing mine with my non-dominant hand, and you could do that too. This is where my handwriting is with my non-dominant hand, which wasn't like that when I first started the practice of that. This is actually, I'm writing out the Serenity chapter, and I know that many of you have started to write out the Serenity chapter in your notebook. It is by James Allen. It's the last chapter of his book, As a Man Thinketh, and that's how long it is. Several paragraphs. So you see it on a card like this, it's 2 folds of it, right? Which takes about 2 full pages, and that's my dominant hand compared to non-dominant hand. My non-dominant hand is something that now I'm very focused as I'm writing with a non-dominant hand. Hopefully this is happening for you. We started off with just a few simple things. If you are not sure what all of those are, you can go back and check the other videos. It was simply name and month and just a few things like the weather, particulars of the weather, and the ideas you're tracking. You're writing down all of this stuff, you're doing some tracking, building your awareness. All of these tools are to build your awareness about what you're doing and your habits, right? We're preparing the soil, we're weeding out anything that we don't want in there, either by recognizing and knowing that we're doing that, or just using these tools, which by using these tools does that itself. And the idea is that we are changing the habits that didn't work as we implant these fantastic new habits that work really well to help you access that high vibration, stay in a high vibration of a calm, serene mind. You can bring all these, you can attract and bring in these things that you do want. And Buckminster Fuller said that you can't change things by fighting an existing model, right? If there's something that's not working and you're trying to fight it, you're not going to change it. You have to create a new system. And so for a lot of people, the idea of 60 Seconds to Serenity is something brand new. These are all maybe a piece of this about, or none of it, But the idea of the 60 Seconds to Serenity is I'm giving you all of these new things to use to create a new model, to put in the repetition of your breathing exercise with your using your higher mental faculties to think up empowering statements for yourself, to think of the things that you want in your life, to think of the things that you're grateful for. So using the gratitude, we've been doing this for a while, and we've had the list we started of 100 things that you would like to accomplish in life, no matter how big. It could be as big as own a castle somewhere that is your favorite place that you think about. And then we've had these empowering statements, and I use just these basic ones because they're essential to think that to put in the statement in your mind and be thinking this throughout the day, to where you want this to just become this thing that you're sort of mumbling to yourself without having to actually sit down and say, oh yeah, what am I supposed to say? You might be at this point where you're saying, okay, what was my list, right? But I am happy, I am healthy, I am helpful, I live in paradise because wherever you go is paradise, the mindset, right? We've talked about that in the past. My memory is very good. That's an empowering statement, just to give you an example. And this was a short list, right? This is just a short list. So now, in your notebook, if you haven't already found that your brain just started to do that, where you suddenly have a list of 25 empowering thoughts for you, empowering for you, start that list. And I said 25, but obviously with a list of 100 things that you want to accomplish in life, it should be the same number, 100 things that you use as an empowering thought for yourself. I see a lot of people hopping on here. Say good morning to everybody. I know it's a holiday for a lot of people in the U.S. You know, some people are still working. But no matter where you are, happy Monday, right? Unless you're on the other side of the planet and it's Tuesday, but I don't think it's Tuesday yet over there. A very good book, The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. This particular version is fantastic. There are some different publications that are out there. A goal, if you have one solid goal that you have come up with for yourself for 2018, you can write that on a goal card, right? I talked about these cards where they're inside of a sleeve. If you don't have that, you can laminate it at one of the stores like FedEx or something like that, an office supply store. You can laminate cards. But if you don't have a way to laminate, you can just put that piece of paper in your pocket, and you might have to rewrite it, and there's nothing wrong with rewriting it, but you want to make sure that you do. You want to put that in your pocket and carry it around with you. I have a shirt pocket, right? I can put it up here, and then that is there where I'm aware of it through the day. You can put it in your purse and your wallet, but you want it somewhere where you're going to grab onto it and be able to see it and read it over several times through the day. As you go through your day, helping other people, very important, because we rise by helping other people, right? By serving others with what we do. So anything from opening a door, a small gesture like that is very powerful. The more that you do that, the more it becomes a practice. It becomes just part of what you do. And by improving the life for other people right there in your immediate experience of the day, you totally shift the concentric rings going out, and it makes the world much better. And so as you're working on yourself with 60 Seconds to Serenity, you're focusing on that. You're also contributing in a very important way to shifting the world. And so realize that it's not just an important thing for you, but it's an important thing for the entire globe. And we're working on the Global Jam for Peace, where we're using the universal language of music to raise the vibration of the entire planet. Each individual person does need to work on their own stuff, just like we're talking about with 60 Seconds to Serenity, the stuff that we've been doing for ourselves. And then you can join into communities. There are a lot of great communities that you can find of very positive people focused on affecting change in a good way. And you can become part of their communities, part of our communities. You know, you find these different groups on Facebook. Positive People's Army is a great one. The Global Jam for Peace has an ambassador group where people are coming together and linking their music, their favorite music, and linking their projects and talking about how they're using music to change the world. Global Jam for Peace, worldwide celebration. Over 120 countries, 750 different cities will be participating in a global symphony. And as we come together, we're playing one song. It's called the Peace Anthem. That's available online. You can hear the music, hear the song. You can see the lyrics on the screen if you want to do a karaoke version. We are encouraging everybody to do their own version. Get together with some friends and do your version of the song. Find some musician friends and record yourself, and then send that into the Global Jam for Peace. Post it on our ambassador page over there, and show how you're using the power of music to empower yourself and to empower other people. Remember, lots of water, very important. hydration, hydrate your brain so that your brain has the lubrication that it needs, because we're made up of water. So today starts off the week for a lot of people, and I hope that this 60 Seconds to Serenity was a great way for you to start your day and start your week. And I will be back here tomorrow morning. I'm on Monday through Friday, a little after 7 a.m., going towards 8 o'clock hour, depending on how my morning reading and writing fits in. But it's pretty much on East Coast time, between 7 and 8 a.m. You can share this with anybody that you think would enjoy this. You can post this in groups, communities that you have, if you'd like to do that. I will see you tomorrow. Peace, love, and music. Have a great Monday. I'm going back to this relaxing the zone of quiet mind here, even though things really are in full color. But I'll see you.